Hi, Darren Mangum here, securities lawyer, Mangum and Associates. Hey, thanks for watching my YouTube channel. Wanted to chat today about preferred stock and specifically what is broadly considered or referred to as Delaware blank check preferred stock. What does that mean? And should I authorize preferred stock to be issued in my corporation, regardless of whether you're incorporated under Delaware law or not? Many states have provisions that allow for the issuance of preferred stock, and preferred stock is, the blank check preferred stock. Essentially, it's an allocation or the creation of shares, authorized shares of preferred stock that the specific terms of which are set by the board of directors, right? Which could be, again, the same people, the founders. Sometimes in small companies, the founders, major common shareholders, and the board of directors may be all the same people. Obviously, a larger, more established company, you may have outside directors and so on and so forth. But essentially, it gives the board of directors authorization to set the what's typically referred to as the certificate of determination of the preferences that are associated with a class of preferred stock. Now, what does that mean? Basically, it means, hey, we're going to give the board authority to create a certain class of preferred shares that have maybe certain preferences, like, for example, voting rights, non-voting rights, or certain liquidation preferences. Sometimes preferred shares get, in most cases, when the company is sold or liquidated, the preferred stock gets paid first. And sometimes also a dividend, preferred dividend is authorized to that specific class. Why is that important and when you're raising capital? Well, sometimes you want to incentivize the investors to invest in your company or invest in your venture by offering them certain perks or preferences to invest. Like, hey, we're going to pay you, for example, a minimum preferred return of 8% or 10%, what have you. In the event we have profits, we're going to pay you a preferred return. And that could be a fixed preferred return. It could be, there's ways to structure that preferred return, or giving them certain rights to, hey, we're going to, maybe these are non-voting shares, but we're giving you this preferred return as a trade-off, right? They also could be voting participating preferred shares as well, or they could be convertible, right? In the event that the company is sold, or maybe the company goes public, the shares could be convertible to common shares to allow for an exit. Also, they could get certain rights associated with an exit, like an exit multiple. Like, hey, we're going to get two times our money in the event of an exit or an early buyout or what have you, right? So, again, preferred shares are very valuable. When you think of shares in general, think of them as your currency of your company, right? And that you're enabling people to participate in your company instead of just having regular voting shares. You're giving them some degree of preference, or in order to incentivize them. Obviously, the common still maintains, voting control of the company, but yet, again, sometimes you don't want to just give up plain common shares. Sometimes you do. Again, there's not a right or a wrong way to do this, but certainly you want to at least, especially when you're in the setup phase, at least you authorize the creation of preferred shares maybe in the future, and giving the board, and some of it may require majority consent of the common to create that, but at least you have that currency in your treasury, so to speak, to issue. Maybe if you're not issuing it in this first round, maybe you might issue it in future rounds, right? So anyway, very, very valuable currency. And also this could be done in an LLC structure as well. A lot of people don't know that, but you could create preferred, if you're an LLC, you could have a preferred membership interest, right? Would have similar rights that maybe a common stock would in a corporation, but yeah, it's in an LLC context and still have the flow through tax treatment and what have you. But anyway, so yeah, very valuable tool to think about when you're raising capital or you're about to raise capital. You could certainly look at, and maybe your corporation, you already set it up and you didn't authorize the preferred. Well, you could always go and have a securities attorney amend your articles so that you can create those classes, those preferred shares before you get down the road. So anyway, interesting topic. Certainly, maybe not the most sexy thing, but certainly is a valuable tool to have in your toolbox when you're raising capital. If we could help you with that or any other questions you have when it comes to raising capital or capital structures or any of that, feel free to reach out to us at Mangum & Associates, and love to help you with that. So anyway, thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.